glad you're here. Welcome to Dark Whispers. This is our quiet little corner where we can slow down and explore the darker side of history together. You know, history isn't just names and dates. It's made of real people who made mistakes, chased power, fell in love, betrayed, and sometimes paid the price for it. And I find those stories, the ones they don't teach us in school, are the ones that stay with you the longest. So, get comfortable. The candle is lit. The pages are waiting. Let me tell you a story tonight. It's one of the most famous diamonds in the world. The Hope Diamond. 45 carats of perfect, haunting blue. But behind its shimmering beauty lies a story soaked in greed, obsession, betrayal, and tragedy. Historians debate whether the curse is real. Scientists dismiss it as folklore. But when you look at the facts, the bankruptcies, the deaths, the ruined empires, the question isn't whether the diamond is cursed. The real question is, does the Hope Diamond bring bad luck, or does it simply attract the kind of people who make their own destruction inevitable? This is a story of how beauty seduces and how obsession destroys. Stay with me until the end, because the most shocking part is not ancient history. It's what the diamond still does today. The diamond's earliest known appearance is in 17th century India, a time of empires, trade, and brutal colonial greed. French gem dealer Jean-Baptiste Tavernier claimed he bought the diamond in Golconda, possibly from local traders, but myths spread that he stole it from the eye of a statue of the goddess Sita. It's a romanticized story, likely false, but it worked. European collectors love tales of exotic treasures and angry gods. Tavernier became rich overnight, but his story ended in ruin. Records say he died of fever in Russia. Others claim he was torn apart by wolves. What's certain, he died broke and disgraced. His diamond, on its way to Paris, into the hands of kings. The Hope Diamond became part of the French crown jewels under King Louis XIV. They called it the French blue, recut and displayed as a symbol of divine right. But France was rotting from within, and no jewel could hide the truth. By the time Louis XIV and Marie Antoinette wore the diamond, the people were starving. The monarchy's arrogance would become their executioner. In 1793, both were sent to the guillotine. Their heads rolled, and with them the diamond vanished. Their friend, Princess de Lamballe suffered a death so gruesome it's barely spoken of. Dragged from her palace, her body mutilated, her head paraded on a pike. Was it the diamond, or was it the inevitable end of people who thought they were untouchable? Over the next century, the diamond resurfaced, and hands bloodied by ambition. Wilhelm Fals, a Dutch jeweler, cut the stone into its current form. Soon after, his son murdered him. In Russia, a prince bought it, showed it off at parties, shot himself in his study. In Turkey, the Sultan owned it briefly. He had several servants executed for mishandling the gem. You could call it coincidence, or you could see the pattern. The diamond didn't kill people. Their own greed, pride, and paranoia did. In the 20th century, the Hope Diamond crossed the Atlantic into the Gilded Age of America. Enter Evelyn Walsh McLean, an heiress, a socialite. She bought the diamond and flaunted it recklessly. She put it on her dog at parties. She mocked the curse, and what happened? Her 9-year-old son was crushed in their driveway. Her daughter overdosed. Her husband abandoned her, driven mad. By the end, Evelyn sat alone in her mansion, the diamond around her neck, speaking to it in the dark. The curse. Or was it her arrogance, her denial of reality that destroyed her? Harry Winston, a savvy jeweler, bought the Hope Diamond, but even he didn't want it around. He mailed it, yes, mailed it, in a plain brown envelope to the Smithsonian Museum. The mailman crashed his truck. Workers fell ill. The Smithsonian brushed it off, but some staff refused to touch the display case. Is that science or instinct? There's a part of this story museums don't put on display. Before the Smithsonian took ownership, the diamond passed through the hands of an unnamed private collector, a recluse. Obsessed with the gem's history, he was found dead in his study. No cause of death, no foul play. The autopsy, inconclusive. His name removed from public records. His mansion empty. His obsession consumed him. So, is the Hope Diamond cursed? The evidence is there, but maybe the curse was never in the diamond. Maybe it's in us, in the greed that blinds us, in the obsession that consumes us. The Hope Diamond is just a stone, but the curse, it's what we project onto it. That's why its story never ends. diamond is still on display, under glass, safe, or so we think. But maybe the curse isn't locked away in a museum. Maybe it lives in us, in the way we lust after things we cannot control. So ask yourself, would you still want it? Would you hold it in your hands, knowing what happened to every soul before you? And that's the story for tonight. Thank you, really, for spending this time with me. It's always nice to share these stories with someone who listens, someone who's curious, like you. Remember, the past is full of lessons, and sometimes the darkest stories are the ones that teach us the most about ourselves. So, until next time, take care of yourself, sleep well, and whenever you feel like escaping into another story, you know where to find me. Good night.